story. So it looked like the government, the DOJ, is requesting a briefing from the head man in charge of the WNBA and the NBA.
The U.S. Congress has officially asked the NBA for a full briefing about the league's gambling mess, and it's dragging the WNBA right into the middle of it. This whole thing has sent shockwaves through both leagues, and people are starting to panic. What happens if the league can't answer Congress in time? So, here's what's going down. The NBA's top man, Adam Silver, just got a letter from Washington. Not from fans, not from sports reporters, but from Congress itself. They want him to explain. What's been going on with all these reports of illegal betting, insider info leaks, and players possibly faking injuries, and they're not giving him months to get back to them. Nope, they want answers before October 31 SD, Halloween. That's right, a real-life nightmare deadline.
Very serious. The reason this is serious, not only just for the NBA, but for the WNBA as well. We know the WNBA is also being pretty much ran for the most part by Adam Silver and Cat.
Now you'd think this would be just an NBA thing, right? But no, when Adam Silver gets called out, the WNBA feels it too. Remember, the same people at the top help run both leagues, and one of the biggest faces of the WNBA right now is Caitlin Clark, the woman every sports channel talks about, the one who breaks attendance records, sells out arenas, and somehow ends up in political fights she never asked for. Oh yeah, when Washington starts sniffing around, everyone's watching how this might affect her too. Let's be honest, the league has been acting like everything's fine. Nothing to see here, folks. But Congress doesn't just jump into sports for fun. This isn't some celebrity drama. It's the government saying, hey, something smells funny here, and we want to know why. And when you hear that, you know things are bad.
Guys, our only hope at getting a new CBA deal done by the deadline, October 31st, or even getting an extension prepped and ready, was one Adam Silver. Adam Silver inserted himself and said he was going to make sure to see to that a deal gets done. And now he's wrapped up in a whole bunch of other foolishness, Now he has to have a meeting with Congress by October 31st, the same deadline as the new CBA agreement with the WNBA.
It all started when a few names popped up in federal investigations. Big names, not benchwarmers. Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and even former players turned coaches got tied up in stories about illegal gambling and rigged bets. When people saw that, they were shocked, but honestly, anyone paying attention shouldn't be. The NBA has been flirting with sports betting for years. You can't throw betting ads at fans every 5 minutes and then act surprised when things go wrong. Congress saw it the same way. They sent Silver a long letter asking all the right questions. How deep is this? Did players or coaches leak private info like injury reports? Are your partnerships with betting companies too close for comfort? Basically, can fans still trust that what they're watching is real? That's a brutal question, but fair, because if games are being fixed, what's the point? Who's going to spend their hard-earned money on tickets or betting when the whole thing might already be decided? And here's where the panic kicks in, because if Silver can't calm these concerns, this could change everything: the rules, the partnerships, even how much control the league has over itself.
We can kiss the 2026 season goodbye because this man was our only hope at getting a deal done. It is a wrap. No Caitlin Clark in 2026 in the WNBA.
But let's not forget the WNBA side of the story. Adam Silver isn't just the NBA's guy. He's tied up with the WNBA too. He helped them get a $2 billion media rights deal not long ago. Same leadership, same structure. SO if he's under pressure. So is Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner. They work together, share ownership groups, and share media contracts. When one goes down, the other gets pulled along, and it's like two people riding the same bike. If one falls, they both crash. Now think about how all of this connects to Caitlin Clark. Her name comes up not because she's in trouble, but because of how she's been treated. Months ago, the Wall Street Journal ran a piece talking about how her civil rights were being violated, that she was being targeted and treated unfairly. That's not a small thing. When you mix that kind of accusation with a major gambling scandal and federal attention, the whole system starts to look rotten.
Right into it, this is very unfortunate news, honestly. I was hoping that Adam Silver will be able to come in and rectify some of the things and the missteps of Kathy Engelbert, who we know was negligent in certain areas. But Also, it seems like he has better communication with the players and they're willing to get something done with him and not Kathy. There's no movement on the CBA with Kathy. They don't even want to deal with this lady. They don't even want to talk to her. So there's no chance we'll actually get a deal done.
And you can already imagine what happens next. If Adam Silver gets in deep trouble, do you really think he'll keep quiet? The man runs both leagues. He knows everything. If Congress corners him, he's not going down alone. He'll start naming names faster than a ref handing out texts. And when that happens, the WNBA and everyone connected to Caitlin Clark is suddenly part of the mess. People keep saying this is about gambling, but that's only half true. The other half is about control, politics, and image. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's become a symbol. She's got fans from both sides of the political world, but one side in particular, the MAGA crowd, has turned her into their favorite athlete. She didn't ask for that, but that's how media works now. And when politics gets mixed with sports, things get ugly fast. That's what makes this whole thing so dangerous for the leagues. You can't separate the money from the image anymore. If Caitlin gets attacked or targeted, it's not just a sports issue. It becomes a political fight. And when that happens, Washington gets involved. Exactly what's happening right now. The league's leadership thought they could juggle all this: gambling, politics, media, and public trust. But when one ball drops, the rest follow. And right now, they're all dropping at once. Even worse, this whole mess is coming out at the same time the NBA and WNBA are trying to expand. They've been bragging about new fans, global deals, record streaming numbers. And suddenly the feds are calling, asking why coaches are being charged and players are acting shady. Terrible timing. Imagine trying to sell $1 billion image while your top people are being investigated for corruption. And let's be real, this isn't the first time the NBA has dealt with gambling scandals. Remember Tim Donaghy back in 2007? That referee who bet on games he was officiating. Everyone thought that was the end of that problem. Turns out it was just the beginning. They learned nothing. They just slapped a fresh coat of paint on a cracked wall. This time, though, it's not just about one bad ref. It's about coaches, players, and league officials, and that's a nightmare, because if the rot reaches the top, Congress won't stop at questions.